Creams or powders, which is best on mature skin? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about that. I'm going to apply my makeup today and I'm going to kind of talk about powders versus creams, why I'm leaning more towards liquids and creams right now, and I'm going to demo how I created this look. Let's get into the video. When you reach a certain age, you probably are trying to decide, what do I do? Do I stick with using powder products? Do I use cream products? What do I do? And I'm going to tell you this, it really depends on where you're at with your skin and your age. Okay. Because when I was in my 40s, I could still wear powder products. And then when I got to be into my 50s, I was wearing creams sometimes, but mostly powders because of my oily skin. Now that I'm getting into 60, I feel like my skin's changing and I'm going to be more into the using a little bit of powder, but mostly cream products. So I would just want to show you what I do and what you don't have to do some of this, but we're going to get into it. And one thing wanted to mention too is I am under lights, so it could wash me out, but especially when I'm wearing black. Um, just keep that in mind. When you have something shiny too on your face, which I do because I'm testing out a foundation, so I don't really want to talk about it. It's actually a tint. You'll see it in another video, but see when the light reflects it and bounces off, it just washes out my face a little bit more compared to my neck. If I put it on anything shiny, it's just going to reflect. So that's something I want you to remember too. When you are using products that are going to have a little bit more of a glow to them, it is going to draw more attention to that area. Okay. But you're not, if you have lines and wrinkles, if depending on where they're at and at stage, um, unless you have surgery, you're not going to get rid of it. Okay. So I think it looks better to have glowy skin. Dewy skin looks more hydrated and looks more refreshing than a matte look on mature skin, in my opinion. Let's go in with bronzers first because I do like to, I have been bronzing again lately, and I think I might try a couple more bronzers. This one's the one from Merit. I do really like this. I don't like to just swipe it on my face though. Because I feel like if you just swipe this on your face, you're not going to get the control. You might put too much on. It's really best to put it on with a brush. I like to go in and use this a brush like this. See how it's angled? This one's from Angie. I will try to remember to put all the information below for you. So I'm going to go in and use this first. Even if you're using one of those, and I do have the Say, I have to start using that one too. I kind of get hooked on what I like. It's just what I like. Another one I like, actually, I probably should have used this one, is the one from Mario. This one's really nice too. Maybe I'll use that one today. I'm gonna use that because I feel like I've done so many videos using this one. But I do really like this one from Merit. This one I'm trying to use up, actually. I do really like it. Um, but I want to use it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in here. Again, this is from by Mario, and I will try to remember to put it below. But see how it like sculpts out my face? And it's not, it's to me, it's more of a bronzer, although it's called a face sculpt. But I feel like it just already gave my face definition. Gave my face definition so I don't look so flat. Some people are blessed with those big cheeks. I've never had that. I mean, if I smile, I have it, but I've never really had that. Now, this is something you don't have to do, but I'm doing it because I always have my hair pulled back. I have a big forehead, so I'm doing it. So I'm going to go in and do a little bit up here too, as well. One thing I like about this is once it's done and it's blended, it just looks nice. It doesn't look harsh. So that's what you want to do. And you want to tap it. Do you see how I'm tapping it in and not just swiping it? You want to tap it in too as well. The next thing that I want to do is I want to use a cream blush. I need to get a liquid blush. I used to have some and I don't. Um, I think I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this one today. This one is from Chanel. I got this several years ago. And again, if it wasn't a stick or whatever, I still wouldn't just like swipe it on my face. I'm going to take a brush like this, one that's a little bit more dense, and I'm going to tap it in here. Get some on. Then I have a paper towel on my lap. I'm just going to tap it on there, and then I'm going to place it up here and a little bit over, but not too far. You don't want to pull it down, but I want to bring it up there. Because if I smiled and put it all the way down there and I'm not smiling, it looks like my face is sagging. But that's how we used to put our blushes on when we were younger. And we don't want to do that. And again, I see a lot of younger people doing this, and I don't know why you're doing this. Because they always talk about pulling their face up, but honey, your face is not sagging, okay? Talk to me when you're 60, okay? Okay. Anyways, again, same thing, just putting at the top part, a little bit in there. I don't do the whole sunburn thing. I'm not a really big fan of it, to be honest with you. I don't think it's always done right, and I think you have to be careful with it. So some other brands that I like from blushes is I do like the RMS blushes are really nice. I love the Daniel Sandler watercolors. I need to order some of those. I had them for years, then I finally had to toss them because they got bad, but they lasted me several years and they are just so gorgeous. I really need to order them again. Okay. So if you don't set this, what's going to happen is it's probably not going to wear as well on you. So I do think you have to set it. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a setting powder. I'm actually going to go in with this. They don't make it anymore, and I'm very sorry. This is the MAC Studio Fix. I mean, they do make it, but they've reformulated, and I heard that it's horrible. And so I'm going to use this. But I am not going to use one of those velour puffs because it's going to be too heavy. I'm going to be putting too much on my face. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. I'm just going to swirl it. I'm going to tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to start tapping. And you don't have to put this everywhere, but I am going to, especially with the product I'm wearing underneath. I definitely have to. I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to work my way up. And start down here and work my way up. And we want to get around my nose and here. And you can still see I have quite a glow going on with the product that I have underneath. And you will find out what the product is because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not really liking it so far. I'm not liking it. I just put it on, but I could just tell by the finish. I'm probably going to be too greasy. And that's another thing I want to say. There's a difference between looking dewy and greasy. I feel like this is on the verge of being greasy, and I don't know what I'm going to look like at the end of the day. But some products that I love right now is the Swede foundation is great. The Victoria Beckham foundation drops, and then I just tried one out from CIEL or CEIL, something like that. I will try to remember it below. I just did a review on it and I really like that. I got a sample of it and I would definitely purchase it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and I want to set this with a bronzer because some of that kind of when you put a powder on it kind of gets it doesn't look like I really have much on. This one's kind of dark. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to put on that same brush. So I'm going to wipe off that brush. And then I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to pat it. I'm going to go right over where I did my other and just really tap. And that's another thing I want to tell you. Tap, tap, tap. You notice how I'm tapping it again and not going in there and doing this. You want to be careful, especially if you have dry skin. You don't want to flake up any of that, bring up any of that dry skin, and you can do that if you're not careful. If you're like freaking out because of powder, don't freak out because of powder. You do have to be careful if you have dry skin, but if you're wearing something like this underneath, like a good base that's hydrating, it's not going to look dry on you. Trust me, because I'm dealing with dry skin right now. I'm gonna go in and now I'm gonna use a blush. And I think I'm gonna use this today. This is my Hourglass from several years ago. I think once you have one, you don't need another one, okay? I'm just gonna be the voice of reason. You don't have to go out and buy another one. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm going to take this color right down here. So I'm just gonna go right over that blush that I put on, just like that. So that's gonna help to set my blush. I'm gonna go in and add just a little bit more of that same powder. And that's one thing I will tell you. If you're using a powder, you want to use something that's light. You don't want to use anything that's too heavy and you don't want to put too much on. You could always add a little bit more, but don't add too much. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. You can see, tap it off. Again, I'm just going to go in here. Again, I'm just going to go in here. And I'm starting at the top this time. So I feel like I need a little bit more up here. And then I'm going to take it and really lightly, I'm barely touching it, going around the edges just slightly, just to soften it. So you see that side compared to that side? I'm going to do the same thing. Going to really gently go in there and buff it out so it's nice and blurred. Don't want it to be too heavy. And then I'm not going to do it today because I feel like my face is pretty shiny and this is going to make it even shinier. But if you feel like you put powder and you're like, "Ugh, it looks like it just sucked the life out of me," you can use something like this. Doesn't have to be this, but this is the one size powder melt. I love this. MAC Fix Plus is really good. The Lily, Peach and Lily, the hydrating spray is really, really good. So look for something like that that's hydrating. You could spray it on over your makeup. It's going to help to melt it into your skin and it's not going to look all dry and patchy. I really hope that this video was helpful and informative. If you're new here, I would love to have you join. I share new videos every single week. Please consider smashing that subscribe button below. It is free. I'd greatly appreciate it too. If you've enjoyed it, please make sure you like, share, and comment on the video. Helps push them out. Would really appreciate it. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.